So, few days ago, Mr. Obasi, the former and ex-husband of Judy Austin Yuledoche, went to the Honest Bunch podcast on YouTube to talk about how Yuledoche collected his wife Judy Austin, from him, and he said a whole lot of things concerning that. You know, as a poor man, when you don't have money, anything can happen, and women can actually treat you anyhow. You understand? So that is why you as a man, you need to work harder. You need to work harder and harder so that anybody who treats you anyhow, you put the person in his or in her place. You understand? And mind you, once you don't have money, you will always be treated anyhow. Even women can still use you and play. Children can still use you and play. Children can still disrespect you. Many people will still play with your emotions and play with your feelings. Nobody even care. Nobody send you. Nobody will reason you. Nobody will think about you, bro. Nobody go send you free money in addition, because that's just how life behaves. Life don't care. You understand? Life doesn't care about your feelings. There are most times that's why people will commit something, will do something, you feel like, I wish God would just come down from heaven and send a thunder strike and deal with these people in a twinkle of an eye. But at the end of the day, life is not, it doesn't work like that. Those things that you just wish it happens immediately to your enemy, it doesn't happen like that. You understand? Because sometimes it's beyond the human control, human imagination, human thoughts. Life is more than what you always think. You understand? So that is just how it is. So this man has come to the Honest Bunch podcast to talk about this and express his feelings to the extent that the man even cried. The man cried during the what do they call it, during the interview. You understand? He cried and cleaned up his face with an old handkerchief. But there's something I keep on asking myself. I said, does it mean that this man can't just forget about these things and move on with his life? Because for me, what has happened has already happened. And you know that you are poor and you can't compete with this particular man called Yuledoche, because his level is far way more higher than your own level. And you know that this is a matter of money. You understand? You are getting old already. So the what has happened. You understand? There's nothing you can do about it. Do you want to go and take the man to court, or do you want to go and start fighting the man for taking your wife away from you? Can't you just forget about those things and then move on with life? Get married to another person and continue your life. Let As I am like this, I don't believe that anybody can pull me down. Then you can't make me to start feeling less of myself. You understand? You can't make me to start feeling less of myself. And besides, for me, so many people are actually saying that Yul Edochie is the one that collected the wife from the man. For me, even the women that you know, they cannot sit with you, they cannot stay with you when you know they will keep on looking you less. Though there's some people that will actually love you, that would want to stay with you and they hustle with you and then try to balance up things. You understand? But there are some people that you know, majority, if I would say, majority of them wouldn't want to stay with a poor man. So it's the person that she has been admiring so far from the movie set whenever she sees the man in the movie, and the person comes for her physically. Don't you think she will leave you like that and go for the person? I don't understand. So you push your help me and tell this man, tell him to focus on his life, get married to a new person and continue life. He's a man. Stop coming to the podcast and be crying like a small child, bro. It doesn't make sense to me. You understand? What has happened has already happened, and you can't fly. You can't change things. You can't change nature. You can't. There are some certain things that has just been made to that has been made to just be that way, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. It has been this that it has been. You understand? Move on with life. Stop asking wetin man do man. No be man do man. Na money do man. You understand? That is how life is. Na money do man, no be man do man. Stop asking that question. So move on. So before I will continue, I came up with a video of the response that this particular Judy Austin gave to the man. You understand? You know, after the man came to Honest Punch podcast to talk about all these things, Judy responded to the man. debunking all the words of that man, putting them all as lies. So he said that all the things that Mr. Obasi said in the Honest Bunch podcast were all lies. So I think at this point I need to leave you to watch and hear from her own point of view. You understand? So let it not be like I am just here talking. Watch the video right now and see it all by yourself. Thank you. And then before I do that, don't forget to subscribe. If you come across this channel, you no subscribe to my channel, I'll flog you. You go pay me where I will deal with you. Make sure you subscribe. Don't be wicked though. Subscribe to this channel. They put the verse. So watch the video now.
I'm here to address one thing and just one thing only. I met Chief Yul Edochie on a movie set in 2016 for the very first time. Up until that time, I had no interest even in acting. I met him on a movie set. The executive producer of that movie is Mr. Ogakoruma. And I believe he's still alive today to bear me witness. People on that production, they are still alive today to bear me witness. That was the first time I ever met him. The person that encouraged me in 2013 to even consider acting was Sylvester Madu. And he's still alive today to attest to this. Up until then, I never had any interest in acting whatsoever. It's shocking that a human being with blood in his vein can actually sit down and cook up all manner of lies against somebody that has done no evil against him. Any smart person, any learned person that listened to this podcast will see and hear how he's contradicting himself with everything he's saying. And that's because everything he's saying, they are all lies. You said on the podcast that you don't even know where your kids are. So why are you still calling Yul Edochie to release them when you don't even know if they are with him? Why are you calling him? Because if you mention his name, people will listen. Because with your name, nobody listens. You need to call his name. You need to call my name for people to listen. Because you've been bought over to come and destroy my name, but you can't. You didn't give me this name, so you won't be able to destroy it. If you go and listen to this man's videos from 2022 till today, you will see how he has contradicted himself in all of it, because he has been lying since 2022. But all of these things will come to a stop, because the court of law is where you have to defend everything you've ever said beyond reasonable doubt. If you must allege, you must defend it. All the lies you've paraded against I and my family, you will defend in court. I am here to make one thing straight, to make one thing very clear. I met Yul Edochie 3 years after my marriage to this said man. This man has ended. 3 years after it had ended. 3. Up until then, I had never met him anywhere. Anywhere. I see some bloggers carrying this gist, talking about it, making videos for traffic. And I'm coming for all of you. If you put up your camera to destroy somebody's name without any verification, without any proof to it, just for traffic, I'm coming for you, wherever you are. I see people making videos saying, hey, Yul Edochie took somebody's wife. How could you? How could you? This same man made a video and said that my marriage to him ended March 2013. March 2013, that's when we dissolved it. I left him 2012. The same man came out to still claim that I have something with him. If you go down to the videos he started making in 2022, he told people that my son Star is his son. Now we were good, we were talking, we were in communication until I now started, I became popular, and then I now started rolling with Yule, and then I blocked him. People started telling me to do DNA for Star. People started pairing their pictures together, that he's the dad. That one didn't sell. He came back again and said that he hasn't seen the kids for 10 years. He made this video just last year. That one didn't sell. Today is 12 years. Which one is it? Which one is it? For the records, I never for once restricted access to this man. I've never restricted access for him to see his kids. My children spent 5 years with my parents before I moved them to Enugu in 2018. A man will visit them once every year to come and showcase his child with his new wife, to show my parents that he's living the life and I'm suffering. And even with that, my people will still offer him food. The pictures he's posting on net with my kids being very little are the ones he was able to take whenever he goes to see them. So at what point did I restrict access from this man? He called me on the phone 2018, and I gave my children the phone even though they didn't want to talk to him. I said, no. Even though he doesn't pay your bills, he's still your biological dad. After that, he promised them that he was going to call. It took him 6 months to keep to that promise. And when he did call, I told him, no, this is not safe. It's not mentally safe for the kids.